Hola, me llamo Andrea Smith y soy su profesora para la clase de español S131. Hi, my name is Andrea Smith and I will be your professor for S131 online course. I want to take a little bit in this video to talk about what requirements the online class will have and also my recommendations for you to study and succeed in this class. First of all, technology needs. You clearly need a computer, but you also need a pretty high-speed internet access because you will be accessing videos like this one and other online resources that require a pretty good connection. You also need video and oral recording capabilities. So maybe your laptop already has like a webcam and a microphone, you're set, but you need some way to record your voice and to record videos as well, because those will be some of the assignments that will be given to you. We will be using a lot of the tools on Canvas, so if Canvas is something that's new for you, you're not alone, it's new as well for me, so we'll kind of be learning that together. As far as my recommendations for your study, I would expect you to work at least an hour or two per day and probably 3 or 4 days per week. Learning a language requires a lot of daily practice. This isn't something that you can just cram for before the test and expect to do well. The best way for you to memorize all the vocabulary and the grammatical structures is to use them. Use them in context. Practice them a lot, because then they become really a part of your knowledge rather than just a short-term memory thing. Our syllabus is up on Canvas, but it could be modified, so you'll always be notified with plenty of time about any changes before you would have to turn things in. But again, my recommendations for study and preparation is get yourself into a study routine. Schedule this class. Obviously, you can do it on your own time, but make a schedule for yourself. Say I'm going to always do my activities and do my Spanish class on Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 to 11:30, maybe. And then stick to that, because that's the way that you can succeed in keeping up with all the assignments that we give you. There will be exercises, activities, listening, reading activities, recordings that you have to do, and you need to complete those every week, obviously for your grade. But that's also how you practice, and that's how you learn the language, is through practice, is through taking all the vocabulary and grammar that you're asked to study and actually putting it in context and putting it to use. The tests and quizzes that you'll have are not going to be match this vocabulary to the English equivalent. They will be, create a dialogue using this vocabulary, fill in the blanks of this conversation. It will be answering questions. So you have to be able to truly understand what you've been learning, and in a practice way, in a way that you're using the language in context. As far as your homework for this week, it's to get yourself familiarized with Canvas and with the structure of the class. So there's obviously lots to look into and look around on Canvas, but also the class syllabus is up, so you can read through that. It gives you all the information about how you're going to be graded, the things that you're going to be expected to do. The homework is something that you can go ahead and get into as well. It'll be due on Tuesdays and Thursdays of every week. So this week your homework is basically get your iLearn code, because your iLearn code is going to give you access to your ebook, is going to give you access to all those online activities that you'll have to complete as your assignments. And that way you can actually go ahead and get started, and you'll have your get started going into your preliminary chapter, capítulo preliminar, so you'll have your homework ready for next week, for Tuesday of next week. If you have trouble getting your iLearn code, you know that you can always message me on Canvas. I can answer questions on the chat in there. Also, if we need to talk on Skype, that's not a problem. We can do that as well. Also, one last note, this is S131. It's the very first semester of Spanish at IUPUI. If you've taken Spanish before, even in high school or a few years ago, and you kind of wonder if this is going to be too easy, you might be right. This is the very basics of Spanish. We're going to be starting off with the very basics like hello, how are you, goodbye. If that seems like it might be a little too basic for you, this week is the week to change to 132, which is a class you can take in person on IUPUI campus. We don't offer it online just yet. But let me know if you need help changing over or getting ready to do 132. We can give you a link to the proficiency test so you can find out if you should be at 132. Also, if you need any help with Canvas or any other technology, we have the UITS help desk, so the link and the phone number to the help desk is on the front page of our course. That's all for this week. Like I said, get yourself familiar with the class, and we'll be jumping in soon to all of our activities. But for right now, get on iLearn, start looking into the grammar and vocabulary at the beginning of the book, and we'll have more assignments for you next week. Gracias y hasta luego.